Welcome to my channel. If it is the first time you visit my channel, my name is Quân. Please hit subscribe if you like my video. So today's session, I will talk about variable. Let's start this session by discussion of variable, the most fundamental concept of JavaScript or any other languages. We use variable to store data temporarily. So here is how it works in memory. We store data somewhere and give that location a name. We call that is a variable name. So later we can read that data at that location. Here is the metaphor. Let's imagine variable like a box and the data value we want to store is books. Every time we store our books in that box, we want to give that box a name. I will call this box is the box of books. If you want to read that book, just find the box has its name and take the books out. Alright, let's start by creating a new folder. If you already know the basic, skip this part. Choose new folder. Name this anything you want. JS basic. You can create this folder anywhere in your computer. Open your IDE. I use VS Code. New window. Just open folder. Find it JS basic here. Select folder. Okay, I will delete this. No, I don't know where this. I don't say. Yeah. Oh, here you create a new file. Name is index.html, and you type HTML file. This file will render us in a web browser and create a new file you name index.js. The job is to import this index.js into this HTML. You type script, yeah, script, and you sort to the index.js folder, a file. I'm sorry. Sort equal index. Yeah, that's we done for the basic. Now we will use the index.js to check the logic. Oh yeah. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is you select that name and also log. And with this is name and name. Okay. Let's see how they print. You go live. If you don't know what is this is an extension of VS Code. It's a I'm going to mark live server maybe. No, live server. Live server. Here it is. You install this and you got things like me. Alright, so here is how it looks like in console. Name and undefined. You can check the name by this way. Type of, and you give the variable name. As you can see, the type of name is undefined. So please remember this. The variable by default is the undefined type. We have a few types. I will make another video to talk about the data type of JavaScript. But for now, just remember, variable is undefined type. Well, I will type this again in name and check this. We want to set name here, a value, and I will give this value is QQ. This is my nickname. My native name is kind hard to pronunciation, so just call me QQ. Okay, and I save this. As you can see, the console already print us the string name QQ is my name. You can set this variable. You can set this value by a single quote like this, or you can set it with double quote, or also a backstick. So you can do all these three things is doing alright, but each of them have a cons and pro. I will make another video about this later. But I usually use single quote for a string. So here there are a few rules I want you to remember. The first one is we need to avoid to use reserved keyword. What do I mean about the reserved keyword? Avoid. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Yeah. Avoid reserved keyword. What do I mean by this? You should not name the variable is thing like if, right? If is if statement, or you should not name it else, okay? Or for. A lot. This thing is a function on things, basic things that JavaScript already set by basic. We want to avoid this name. That's the first thing. Just remember by now. By time you follow my series, you will know all of this. So I will change this back to name and save this. The second rule is you want to name the variables meaningful. Meaningful. What I mean about meaningful? You can name a variable like this, like match. You learn in high school. X equal QQ. It's still working. Here X. It's still working fine, but we have no idea what is X. It gives us none info. We want the variable gives us information. So when you work in the real life project, it's not only you working on that project. It's a team with many persons, maybe 10, 20, or hundreds of persons working on that project. And if we name something like X, the developer who come after us, who come later, cannot understand what is this variable do. So if you want to keep this variable value is name, you should just name it is name. Or you want to name this its number name. If you want this value is a number, you just want to say it's a number, a simple number, and you give this value is one, and you print the number. This is very important. All right. So the third rule I want you to remember is you cannot start a variable with a number. What do I mean by this? I mean by this. Let one number. This gives us zero information. And it is a syntax error. You don't want to do this. Okay? Just remember this. But you can do this. Number one. Okay? Number one is fine. It's working fine. here. M. Okay. I will type this here. Do not start with number. Okay. Uh, the fourth is it should not contain a space or a hyphen in the variable. I will type this. It cannot, do not, do not start. I don't. Sorry, do not contain a space or hyphen or hyphen. I don't remember how this work spell in English. Hyphen. Okay. Okay. I will take an example for you. Please don't do this. Don't do this. You will get a syntax error. Unexpected number at index J 1 and 12. Yeah, 1 and column 12. Avoid this or hyphen. Let me try hyphen for you. Say this. Well, look, unexpected token. Right? So the next rule I want to share with you is the fifth one is a camel case. Camel case. It will look like this. You can like this. I will take the last name or first name or full name of my family. Okay, it's something like this. Why it calls camel case? Because you look, it's just like camel, up and down, up and down. All right. The sixth one is you should avoid the sensitive case. What I mean by sensitive case, you see, I define a variable is name here, but I can also define a new one is name here. If it is I don't know, we will, I guess, like this, right? And let's also look this and observe. Okay. Yeah. You see, it's going fine, but we should avoid this because it's sensitive. We don't know what is name and name. They give the same information, and we will confuse when we working like this. So in case of this, we must use the camel case here. Instead of name like this, you can set name is name second. It's not clearly, but it's better than the previous example. Second. I mean here name second. So this. Uh, uh, right. And finally, we can. I will take an example. This the rule. It's hard to tie them. You can define multi-variable in online like this. You can define car and bike and motorbike like this. It's still working fine. Also look this. Also dog lock. Dog. Man. Also dog lock. bike, and motorbike. And there's something I want to note you here. Um, you see, this symbol, you should set it no space with the previous variable, but make a space after you define this. Okay, you say this, look, undefined, undefined, undefined. It's working fine, but we don't want to do this. We will separate this thing. Separate, separate. Okay, I want you to define like this: car and uh, yeah. Let's comment this. That car, left, right, and left motorbike. I want you to do this. Right. I want you to do this. Why? If you define the variable like this, but when you want to comment this and take another example for you. But when you give value for the variable, like I want Toyota, okay, by I don't know X X game, I guess, and motorbike is something is motor, right? You see, it's working fine. But it's hard for us to check or change the value of each variable. You can imagine that if I only have three here, but what happens if I have like 10 or 12 or like hundreds variable? All along, it will be hard to you maintain the code. So I want you to separate the variable. Here, let's see. Here I want to change the variable. It's very simple here. I just right Toyota. Toyota explain and motor. As this, it's it's working just like the just like above. But when you want to change the value of car, something like I don't want Toyota, I want Bugatti. I update my life, right? Bugatti. It's something like this. See, it's much easier to change the value. Or you want to change buys to something like white game, I guess. White game is going better. So please remember this. And this is a rule. I just tell you the pro and the cons and why developer all over the world choose to do this.